with Kandia Haynesworth Designs, and thank you so much for joining in. And so I wanted to share with you a new product that we will be offering in my studio. It is a personalized jewelry box, and it comes in this gift box, and gift wrapping services are available, so you can upgrade your order if you would like so. And basically what happens is the box itself has this opening, so you do not have to tear the box open. It is nice and neat and crisp and professional. All right, and so the jewelry box itself has this tile, and here's where your photo or scripture, so if you have a favorite Bible scripture or a poem or a quote, a word, anything pretty much can be sublimated here on the tile, and then the tile is adhered to the top permanently, and then you will have a custom made keepsake. Okay, and so I'm going to take you through the process of how this is done, so stay tuned. Your box tile will be cleaned first with some rubbing alcohol, and I guess I can take it out of the box actually. All right, because we want a nice clean crisp finish on your tile, and we don't want any dust bunnies. So I just rubbed it with rubbing alcohol. Now I'm just going to dry it a little bit just to kind of speed the process up, making sure that I do not put any fingerprints on your tile. Okay. And then I am going to print out a photo, which I have one here already, which is a photo of me, of course. And so this is just a sample, and so I just wanted to show you guys how this is made. So I'm using a photo that I kind of have in my computer, and I've just printed them out several times, and it's a photo of me. And so when you send a photo to our studio, we will reverse the photo. So if you look at the word boss, the word boss is actually backwards, because when it is sublimated onto the tile, then it will be right side up. Okay, and once your photo is printed on the sublimation printer, it will have like a faded image. However, it will produce nice, crisp, clean, and sharp colors. All right, and so after we have cleaned the tile with the rubbing alcohol, we are going to place the tile down onto the photo. Okay, and now ideally we like to print the photo a little bit larger than the tile, and so it wraps over. And for this project, you are going to need some heat resistant tape. Also, you are also going to use a strong glue if you are going to do this in your embroidery studios or your craft studios, or if you have a home studio, or if you are ordering from us, this is what we use. All right, and so we do have other adhesives. Some people do not like the E6000. We do have other alternatives if you do not prefer us to use that. Okay, and so what happens here is then you have to trim down the photo. And so I'm just going to do that like so. I'm already at my trimming station, as you can see, and it just makes it very easy to work this way. And then I am going to place my photo like so, and I'm just going to wrap my photo around and tape. And so I'm just going to get a closer look so you can see exactly how this is done. Okay, and so once again, the photo is larger than the tile. All right, now before we glue it down, before we tape it down, I'm going to just kind of trim off the edges here, just kind of miter the corners a little bit. All right, and this way it should be a little bit easier to fold. All right, because I'm going to fold it like so. And then once again, I am going to just center it or position it the way I want it to be positioned. And then I'm just going to grab it and just fold it. And then I'm going to put some tape on it. So I guess actually I could have made the image, not the image, cut the excess part of the image a little bit wider, but that's okay. It's still working out. And so I'm going to tape all 4 sides, and then I will meet you at the heat press. Okay, so I am at my heat press, and we are using the 16 by 24 sliding drawer heat press from heatpressnation.com. And this heat press is tremendously huge for the project that we are doing, but this is the one that we are using today. All right, so to do this project, you want to set your heat press at 400 degrees. All right, now that may vary depending on the brand you have and so forth, but for the most part, you want to use your heat press at 400 degrees, in my opinion, minimum. So if it's 405 or if it's 410, that should be okay, but 380, 385 may be not hot enough, okay? And so we are also going to press this for 375 seconds, okay? And that is equivalent to 6 minutes and 15 seconds, okay? And once again, depending on the heat press that you are using, you may have to do it even flat 6 minutes, okay? I like to give my heat press 10 degrees a little bit higher than normally recommended, and about 10 to 15 seconds depending on the project of what I'm doing, a little bit more time than what it is recommended. It just seems that it works out best for this particular heat press, okay? All right, so now my heat press is already set up and it is extremely hot, which is one of the reasons why I would recommend using gloves. I see a lot of times in videos people are not using gloves, and to me it's just not worth getting burned by a stove like item, okay? And so to do this, once again, you are going to print your photo and center it, and then you're going to print your photo a little bit larger and then tape it down all the way around using heat resistant tape. Regular tape like Scotch tape will burn, and it will mess up or stick to the platen or the top area of your heat press, and you don't want that. All right, and then the first thing that you are going to do with this project is you're going to use your cushion. Okay, now this is a cushion that is specifically for sublimation, so it is made and treated to withstand the heat. And then I have a little 5.5 or 6 by 6 Teflon sheet. Okay, so I'm not using this big old sheet that normally people use. I'm using this Teflon sheet. It's just easier that way for me. And then I'm going to place my tile down. So first we got the foam, then we got the Teflon sheet, then we have the tile with the sublimation photo printed, and it is taped down. Now, some people use pillows. So if you don't have like the cushion and you don't have the Teflon, but you have the pillow, you want to push the cushion, you want to put the cushion down on the heat press and then the tile on like so. All right, and then I am going to place the Teflon sheet over the top, and then I'm going to press down on the heat press. I'm just going to back the camera up because when I go to press down, it may knock the camera over. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually take off this Teflon, and I'm going to place it with a piece of parchment paper. It's non-stick parchment paper, okay? And then I am going to press down, and I will meet you back here when it's close to the time. So remember, this is going to be at 400 degrees at least minimum, okay? So it could be 405, 410, depending on the heat press that you're using. And we are counting down 6 minutes minimum, okay? And so mine is set to 6 minutes and 15 seconds. So I'll meet you back here when it's close to the time counting down. And once again, I'm Kandia with Kandia Haynesworth Designs, and I am in my studio today sublimating a tile for a jewelry box. And as the final countdown, we are just under 30 seconds after sublimating a photo for a little over 6 minutes. All right, and then we will take it to the cutting board where we will apply it to the jewelry box and then allow it to dry. It is an easy project, a fun project, and most importantly, a keepsake. So consider ordering a photo or personalized jewelry box at KandiaHaynesworth.com. All right, and so now we are down to the final couple of seconds. I'm gonna open it up and just slide it towards me because I am using the 16 by 24 heat press from heatpressnation.com. I'm going to remove the non-stick parchment paper, and you want to use gloves with this because, once again, this has been sublimated at 410 degrees. So this is extremely hot, okay, extremely hot. All right, and then I'm just going to pick it up. Once again, I am wearing these protective gloves, so I do not feel a thing. I'm going just to put the cushion aside, the Teflon sheet aside, and I will meet you back over at the table where we will reveal the photo. Okay, so I am at my cutting station, and this is still a little bit warm, but it is not super hot. And I just wanted to reveal the photo to you guys. And as you can see thus far, it is so nice, crisp, and sharp. So that faded image is no more. Okay, and so this is exactly how yours would come out as well. Very nice. We use a high-end sublimation printer, so this is not something like a inkjet. We also use special quality paper, and it's actually one of the best on the market. And so look at that. And so what happens here now is we are going to insert it here. All right, isn't that lovely? All right, and so to do that, what I like to do is first I want you to see where your opening is, because when I first did a test drive here, I put my photo in and adhered it backwards. Okay, so you want to open it to make sure that you are you know, putting the photo exactly where you want it. And then I want mine here, and then once again we are using E6000, and so this holds the towel nice and firm and tight. The towel isn't going anywhere. However, I do know that some people have their views on E6000. They don't like it. Some people love it. I happen to love it, but we do have a lot of other options here in my studio. And so actually I will make sure that that is on the website, whether you prefer us to use E6000 or not. Okay, and so I am just actually generously putting it down here because it's gonna spread once the tile is in place. And I'm putting it close, but I don't want it to spill out. I don't want it to spill out, okay? So I'm not gonna get crazy here, but just close to the edge here. Just making sure that in all four corners that at least some kind of glue is there, because once again, it is gonna spread out, okay? And then I am going to take my tile, and I am just going to place it in there and just let it. And then I'm just gonna kind of move it around a little bit just to make sure that I got it all. Make sure that it's not crooked inside of the box here. And then we just allow it to dry. Okay? And so I absolutely love this project. I absolutely love this project. I love it as a keepsake. I love it as a gift. I love doing it. This is also a nice gift for yourself, as you can see. Once again, this is a personalized photo jewelry box from Kandia Haynesworth Designs, and this tutorial have been made in the Kandia Haynesworth Design Studio. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, click on that bell so you can be notified when I upload videos. You can always visit me in the group Embroidery Boss on Facebook if you are an embroidery business owner or a hobbyist, or you can stop by and visit me on Facebook at KandiaHaynesworth.com. You can also visit me on Instagram. Until then, I'll see you next time.